Mosquitoes don't casually bite me. Seriously, they actually arrive with commitment, confidence, and apparently the whole extended family. And I don't know what type, what my blood type O positive has to do with mosquitoes, but apparently it's labeled as a limited edition. I thought it was pretty common, but anyways, I was gonna be calm and normal about bug season, but then my ADHD and the mosquitoes, bless their hearts, and the popcorn all showed up at the same time. Yeah, it's kind of confusing to me too. Thank you for returning to Heidi's Heart and Humor Studio. Tonight, I'm going to tell y'all about some blends that have really, really helped me during this time of year. Have you ever been bitten by a mosquito? Of course you have. Everybody has. It is so annoying, and I'd honestly rather just stay inside than go out and get bitten. Period. And it's never just one little mosquito at all, ever. It seems more like millions. And I'm told that I'm really sweet. It's not true. But apparently mosquitoes and bees and anything else with a stinger thinks the same thing. I can go outside for literally one brief little moment, and within 5 minutes I have more bites on me than anyone else around. And it's so bad that all of a sudden I look like I have a massive sunburn, except it itches really, really bad. And I'd try to go outside prepared. I used to. I used to put on bug spray with a DEET. Don't do that. I'd light a citronella candle and wear long sleeve shirts, jeans, and I'd even tuck the pant leg under my stump of my right legs so that they wouldn't fly up the hole and bite me there. No, it doesn't work. I get attacked anyway. So you'd think that would protect me from getting bitten with all of that stuff, but it doesn't. I get mosquitoes, I get stung by bees, or anything else, and it's just so irritating. And so I had to develop a roller for that, because I have a roller for literally everything, and I tell y'all this all the time. So anyway, the roller for these annoying bites is called Skeeter Stopper. My husband sings a song that has to do with skeeters, but anyway, I wish that I could say that it would completely stop insects from biting and stinging, but apparently I don't have that kind of power. But boy, I wish that I did. Anyways, for Skeeter Stopper, this is for after you get bitten. But I add basil first, because when I get a bug bite, my skin around the actual incident, it starts swelling up and getting really irritated. Or is that just me being irritated? It's probably both, though. Literally it is both. Anyway, basil is the first oil because it helps to ease the swelling and the irritation wherever I roll it. Too bad I can't roll it on my brain when I get carried away and irritable, right? Yeah. Next I added tea tree, because when I think about a bug biting me, I also think about all the places those nasty bugs have been before they've hit my skin. I mean, nasty. Think about it. Dirty surfaces, stinky surfaces, other people's surfaces, you name it. Yeah, I refuse to tolerate that. That's why I added tea tree, because it helps to, support. It helps to support skin cleanliness at the bite sites. Those dirty little. Never mind. I won't say that word here live. Anyways, those beautiful little buggers are not allowed to make me dirty, and tea tree will help to support me in that conquest. I can't promise, but I hope. Anyways, I'll bet that you're wondering what I'm going to add next, because you're probably saying, okay, move on. But y'all know my obsession with flowers. Do you think I would ever add anything floral to this? Well, yeah, you better believe I did. It wouldn't be mine if there wasn't a floritude. Do you get it? Flower plus an attitude, floritude. Anyway, I have to add floritude to it. And this oil actually has a job other than just, adding floritude to my blend. So next up is lavender. Anybody who knows me, even just a teeny little bit, knows that lavender is a huge necessity in my life. Why? Well, think about it. Lavender is known for calming. Now, when you hear the word lavender, what instantly pops into your mind? Honestly, I hope it's not a mosquito bite. I'm really disappointed if it is, if that's what comes to your mind first. I personally think of a warm blanket, my Diet Mountain Dew, oh heavens, and popcorn, the good stuff. And I instantly feel calm. In Skeeter Stopper, lavender plays a similar role as my go-tos. The dews, the popcorn. It helps to calm the redness, that holy shark itch. And thank heavens for that, because Kent thinks that I should bathe in lavender, and I don't think he's talking about the diluted kind. Straight lavender, I highly do not recommend straight lavender for anyone, not even me. And anyway, I'm sure y'all are wondering, if I'm done with this blend yet. Still, nope, sorry, not yet. There's just one more oil that I have to take really easy because my skin is already irritated enough. But this one's important to me, so I always I added just a little bit of lemongrass, and I'm 100% sure that you're asking, okay, lemongrass, really? When I just hear me out for a minute, because I'm always attacked, seriously, every time I go outside, and my entire body is attacked with inflammation, and everything swells. And I'm not talking mildly. I'm more of I need to bring another outfit that's 2 sizes bigger inflammation. And no, this does not have anything to do with my Mountain Dew with strawberry and watermelon flavorings, my chocolate covered strawberry popcorn. No, I know, I'm probably making your mouth water too, huh? I might just surprise you in the comments to help with that mouth-watering problem. Anyway, lemongrass helps to reduce inflammation from those disgusting, maddening, holy cow manure mosquito bites reactions. I just wish that it could help for when I eat too much bacon, bread, or anything else that makes my body look inflamed. Don't laugh, because that's just where my mind goes. Anyway, Skeeter Stopper, it doesn't stop those nasty, disgusting insects from invading my personal space. However, it does help me to calm down the irritation from their bites. And y'all know the drill. I add these oils to a 5 milliliter roller because that's the size that I make until I decide if I like the blend or not. But I add the drops to a roller bottle, top it off with castor oil for me. You can use whatever carrier oil that works best for you and your skin, but I like castor oil for these reasons for this particular blend, because it's thicker, it seeps in deeper, stays on longer on my skin, and also provides, listen up, deep anti-inflammatory relief right at the site of a swollen bite. Really? I don't know about you, but that's how it works for me, and that's what I'm going to use personally. You can use whatever you want. Then I place the roller orifice thingy back on, and I screw on the lid, and then I just slightly roll it between the palms of my hands like this, because you know what, we got to get those oils married together. We got to let them marry together, and I can use this till my heart's content, and I don't slather my entire body though with this, and I just roll it over the bites, and that's what you should do too. Don't bathe in it, even though it might be good. Don't do it. Rewind that. I didn't say it. Anyways, I'm sure you're wondering why I don't just make something to scare those dang buggers away to begin with, right? Well, I thought of that, and I was like, oh, duh. So I had to come up with a name for it, and I was torn between a few, but I decided to stick with Porch Piece Protector Spray. It's kind of long, but you know, it's all good. So this is a spray. It's a 2-ounce spray bottle, and it looks kind of like this, but this is not it. It looks similar to this. This is for my hair, but it's about this size. And I decided to make it a spray because who wants to have to sit there and roll oil blends all over your clothing, your shoes, fabric seats, hat brims, blanket edges, and literally around your whole outdoor space. For Porch Piece Protector Spray, I added citronella because bugs actually hate that smell. Apparently, it messes with their emotions. Ha! Paybacks. And they don't like it. Citronella helps to create an odor barrier that bugs just do not like. I also added cedarwood because it's kind of mysterious, and it does something for this blend that I need every day, all day long, myself. It supports a grounding wood base. Yes, I need the grounding. That it actually helps the scent last longer too, so that you're not having to come to a screeching halt with your deep conversation with your bestie, so that you have to respray everything every 10 minutes. So no, it doesn't. It's not like that. That's why it's in a spray. Anyways, another oil I added is, well, it's an absolute, y'all. And y'all know me. A mandatory requirement for all of my personal blends. They must have a what? Floriditude. Yep, I added geranium. And it's not only because of my obsession with floriditude, but also because bugs, insects, or whatever you want to call them, have an attitude against the floral smell, especially geranium. Really? It smells good to me. Anyways, my obsession works on behalf of me again. It helps to add, a bug discouraging note to this amazing blend. And so that's total plus on that side. Hi Amber, how are you? It's good to see you here. The next oil I added makes total sense to this blend. It's peppermint. Now, I didn't know this until about a year ago, but peppermint isn't a favorite for insects or rodents. Apparently it doesn't smell right at all. So go figure. We got citronella, geranium, and now peppermint. I'm going to get my oil exterminator hat on just about now, because peppermint helps to create an overwhelmingly potent sensory and physical reaction for pests. And I just looked this one up, and I found that peppermint actually deals with pets' sensory overload. It gives them respiratory irritation, and it gives a neurological disruption, and has a negative tactile reaction for the vampires. I absolutely love peppermint for that reason. Luckily, I have more than 5 bottles of it. The next absolutely amazing oil I decided to add is lemongrass. Its active compounds overpower mosquito sensory receptors and acts like a natural cloak that blocks the detecting of smells that we naturally emit, like carbon dioxide. Whatever, I didn't know mosquito would like that. But anyways, it's not quite as good as DEET, but that's okay, because a lot of people would rather go all natural than add neurotoxins to things that they put on their bodies, near their kids and near their pets. And so yeah, we get to omit the DEET now. I also added tea tree oil because it is so pungent and concentrated that it gives a sensory overload to those nasty buggers. So like with lemongrass, tea tree is harsh for insects, but it's not for us. And it's not a neurotoxin. Geez, I can talk today. This last oil in this blend is the icing on the cake. and I added one more Floritude. I just had to. I added lavender. It doesn't do a lot for the bugs, but it does soften the smell so that um, if you accidentally get a little bit of the spray on your mist on your skin, it can help with that, and also it'll help keep your friends closer. And y'all know one of my mottos: there's no such thing as too much fluoride or Floritude. By mixing all 7 of these oils, you are hitting the mosquitoes with a multi-layered sensory assault, big time. If a rogue bug manages to sniff its way past the citronella fog, it gets blinded by the peppermint, confused by the cedarwood, and utterly repelled by the geranium. Your friends stay bite-free, and the mosquitoes are forced to go bother somebody else down the block, like maybe the neighbor you secretly don't like. Anyways, fill the spray bottle halfway through, or halfway up with witch hazel. That's important. You gotta use the witch hazel, and then top it off with distilled water. Shake it hard every single time. You just shake that bottle every single time. So just as a recap, the roller is the skin support blend for when after the bites happen, because apparently they're going to no matter what. The spray is the outdoor blend, and stay with me for a minute, just for a second, with those winged annoyances. They're for the fabric and your surrounding areas. Now, in the comments, I'm also going to add a recipe for a balm that works amazing. I just respect your time. So I've got a balm, and it works well with the roller and the roller and the spray. Sorry. I'm also going to give y'all my recipe for my chocolate covered strawberries popcorn, and guess what? There's no added sugar. So yes, type 1 diabetics like me, hello, can eat it without a problem. I want to invite y'all back Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for another... Hi, Michael, how are you? It's good to see you on here. I want to invite you back Wednesday night for another great essential oil, because I want to tell y'all about cassia. I have 3 bottles at least, and I decided that I should learn why I have it. Well, I know why, it's because I bought it, but what it helps with and how to use it. Until then, go fight those skeeters, and if they win, you now have some recipes for that. And you know, I love my motto. I have a recipe. I have an oil for that, because I'm gonna have to. Hi, Christy. You're on here too. Sweet, thank you. I'm gonna have to patent my. I have an oil for. I have a blend for that. No, an oil. I have an oil for that, and I'm gonna have to patent it. And I'm gonna have to make T-shirts and pens and hats and stickers and anything else that will remind people that I do have an oil for that. I'll see y'all Wednesday night. Good night.